Hey there everyone, it's Helen. I'm the national artist for Sephora collection, and today I'm joined by Cheryl.
Hello.
Hello. We are going to show you how to get a feathered brow effect if you have sparse brows. So let's get started. All right, to kick off this look, I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo, and this is in the shade Ebony. And this is going to be to really fill and shape the brow. So this will really give you the illusion of having a lot more hair. It's gonna fill out all that sparseness. And I am using this Makeup Match brush by Sephora collection. And it's just really great because you can fill with one side and brush through the other, so it'll never look too harsh. If you happen to put too much brow powder on there, you can comb through it and it'll just lighten it right up. I really like it because it's much faster than doing it with a pencil. Brow powders really kind of create the illusion of a brow very quickly.
And a pencil is what I've tried and it doesn't really work well by itself.
I love to use a combination of products because I do feel like that's how you're going to get the most natural feathered looking brow. Especially if you have sparse brows, usually you need to use a few products to really get that very realistic effect.
You know, when you have brows, it makes the face.
Yes, It totally frames your eyes out. I agree. I think the hardest thing when you have sparse brows is to really make sure that they're as even as possible. There was always that saying that they're sisters, not twins, but you know, we try to create the same shape. So usually if you have a sparse brow, try to follow the hair that you have, start there, and then you can kind of fill in above and below as needed.
Ah, that's an excellent tip. And don't use my finger like I normally do.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, I mean, they're just the tools right there. They're easy to use. I also use my fingers a lot to smudge things and make them look softer and better and different, you know? And sometimes you'll notice like the powder might gather in a certain area and you can just brush it out if you're noticing it's getting like a little too dark in one area. All right, now that we have created the shape, I'm going to use Sephora Collection's retractable brow pencil in granite to create that feathered effect by applying hair-like strokes. This pencil is really, really fine, so it'll create these little hairs. And I like to do it right above where I've filled, as well as through the brow. It gives that sense of dimension when you're up close.
Wow, and it looks really natural too.
I love this pencil. It just really gives you that faux hair effect. I love it. And I think the biggest thing with this is it's okay to get a little bit too long with the stroke sometimes. We're gonna clean it up anyways. So don't be afraid if like when you're creating these little flicks of the pencil, if it goes a little bit too high up on the brow, it's okay. And then this pencil also just has the brush on the other end. So again, if you go a little bit too dark or if your line's a little too thick, just comb through it. It'll come right off with a few brushes. Great. And let's do the other brow. I know, it looks so good on you. Very feathery. And I always like to start at the head of the brow as opposed to the tail because I feel like as I go, I can get a little bit lighter in my touch to create more of that feathered effect, especially towards the ends of the brow. The lighter your strokes are, the more fine they'll look.
So just gentle light strokes.
Exactly.
Okay.
That is looking very feathery and pretty. So now that I've created that feathered effect, I'm going to use Sephora Collection Volumizing Fiber Brow Gel in Deep Brown to enhance her brow hair and just add a little bit more depth, dimension, a little bit of texture into these brows. And to get the fibers to really grab on, you can do like a back brushing almost to get that product really laid down.
Oh, that's a great technique to know, a back brushing.
Yeah, you can do kind of this way and then fluff them up. And just coating your brows and really making sure that we're covering all our bases and getting that nice volume. Okay, that looks really nice. All right, and now that I've created the brow, I'm going to use the Kosas Concealer in 8.2 to just frame out the brow and clean up any hairs that are there that I created that maybe I don't want. And I'm using this flat brush to just get right underneath the line I created and the shape, basically. It'll just help to really frame this all out and make it look really nice and clean. And this is a little bit of a lighter shade to create a highlight.
Oh, that's perfect. That means I get a 2 for 1.
Exactly. And you can see here, like I have a little hairs here that are a little too long, so I'm just going to clean it up like so. Okay, that looks really beautiful. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. And oh my gosh, yes, it does.
All right, Cheryl, tell me how you feel.
I feel absolutely gorgeous. Feels like a new me.
I just love them on you. I think that feathered brows are totally timeless. They look good on everyone. And if you like this look, be sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, bye everyone.
Bye.